Here we are in London, one of the biggest cities in the world, for one of the biggest events in the world.
Yes, Seth, it's certainly going to be an exciting one. After years of preparation, London is finally ready to welcome the world to the 2012 Olympic Games.
Such a magnificent city, so many views with the Thames stretching away into the distance, and with so many new venues waiting to be tested, this really could be the best Games ever. The Olympic Stadium's splendid, glowing like a beacon here in London's East End.
And there, the Olympic torch, the iconic symbol of the Games, shining over the city of London. What an absolutely beautiful sight.
So many nations represented here, all ready to compete in true Olympic spirit.
Yes, 80,000 people they're expecting in that stadium, and it's going to be full to the brim. Not a spare seat in the house. Just imagine the excitement down there in the crowd.
Fireworks to show the start of these games, and the first event is first thing tomorrow.
To Lords for the qualifying rounds of the London 2012 Olympic Archery.
The next event is the semi-final of the women's archery.
Plenty of quality in this field as well. This really does bring together the best in the world. Well, this is a nervous moment. The first end and the first arrow. 10. End 1, arrow 2. Nine for that arrow. 2 gone, 1 arrow to go. Seven more to the total. Well, here's the replay. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place. Really good. 9. Second arrow. Let's add 9 more to the total for that arrow. This is the 6th arrow of the competition. The outer yellow circle, that's 9 points. Here's the replay. Another good round for Spain, and they sit in first place. That arrow's worth 9. Arrow 2, end 3. The outer red, that's 7 points. We'll check on the leaderboard in a moment, but first, the final arrow of end number 3. So close to a 10, that's a 9. Here's the replay. 3 more arrows then, as the wind really picks up its blustery conditions now. Great shot for 9. This is arrow number 2 for this athlete. That's a decent shot, 7 points. This is the last chance in this competition. This is the final arrow. Tiny adjustment required. Well, that's a really strong performance. A small... Some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about this place? 80,000 people jammed in here for the next event. They're off. Technique all over the place. Into the bend, and now starting to cut the way through. We're approaching the halfway mark. Now the race is on as they enter the final 100 metres. Belgium are leading the way. Into the final 25.
First place goes to Norway. It's Spain who finish in second place, and Canada in third make their way through to the final.
Well, there's no doubts that the athletes delighted with that performance, but they're probably going to have to rein in the celebrations a little here. Here's the confirmation as we take a look at the final standings. Spain in second place. Good performance that to qualify for the Olympic. Welcome to Lord's Cricket Ground. For many years this has been the scene of some great Ashes success for both England and Australia. But now a chance for somebody to win a medal in the Olympic archery. That's 9. End number 1, arrow number 2. So close to the maximum. That's 9. Arrow number 3 then. And this really is a sport where millimetres count. Let's take a look at that replay. Here we are, N2, first arrow. 9 points. Good shot. This is the 5th arrow. Nine more points in the outer yellow circle. This is arrow number 3 on N2. In the yellow, a great way to finish this end. Well, let's have a look at the replay. Halfway through this one then, and Spain are in first position. First arrow. That's 8 points for the inner red. This is the second arrow. Just outside the yellow, that's worth 8. Arrow number 3. In the red, not bad. Let's take a check on the replay. End 4, arrow number 1. The inner red, 8 points. Arrow number 2, end 4. You can add 8 for that. This is the final arrow. Good aim, 8 points. Here's the replay. Fully deserved as well, an inspired performance. Well, after such a terrific competition, it's now time to reap the rewards as the medals will be dished out. Time now to take a quick look at the medal table. Years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind. The lineup's on the blocks.
Set.
And they're away in the 200 metres men's final. Really should be in a better position. Halfway round the bend, and we're starting to see the break of the blocks at the quarter point. As we approach the midway point, there's real power here. Out in front, Belgium. Heading towards the line here. Belgium take gold. It's silver for Canada. Bronze for Norway. That's 4th place for Spain.
Well, I know there'll be some disappointment shared by many on that performance. There were some signs of greatness, but it's not been achieved this time. Keep your eye on this athlete, though, for the future. I'm sure the... to the Olympic Stadium, the jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is the place where these athletes will take the next step on their Olympic dream. Well, he likes that. It's been a good performance. Well, that's impressive stuff. Spain with a great start. Second attempt. Nerves should be gone by now. Well, something went wrong there, and that's going to be a foul.
Next up, the contestant representing Spain.
Needs good technique to spin round in that circle before exploding into life and releasing the discus into the London air. Well, that went wrong, and badly wrong, so it's a foul. This is all about the speed across the circle before exploding to release from that right hand. Won't trouble the leaderboard with that. Foul throw. Well, having gone through the mental process, this athlete is now ready to throw. Well, that throw won't count, I'm afraid to say. There's a foul, and that's evident. One of the key things to the technique of throwing a discus is to impart as much spin on it as possible. The greater the spin, the greater the gyroscopic stability. Well, that's not a good attempt. In fact, it's a foul. Well, for the kids watching this at home, that's how you throw a discus. No complaints from the athletes about the facilities here. This really is a state-of-the-art stadium. Focus.
Set.
That's a good start. Well, the leaders are running away from her. No time to wait, 50 to go. Out in front, Great Britain. Into the final 10 metres. Great Britain in first place will move on. China go through in second place. And Australia qualify in third place. Sixth place goes to Spain. Thoroughly enjoyable as the final scoreboard comes up. Well, this is an event that needs great speed, good balance, and an explosive finish. When justice is back, well, that throw just didn't work out, and that'll be a foul.
Next up, the contestant representing Spain.
Second attempt. Well, that's a foul, and I'm afraid to say it's back to the drawing board after that last attempt. Foul throw. Well, here's the scoreboard, and that tells its own story. Fourth attempt. The spin in the circle, then uncoils well. But I think his toe maybe just touched the edge there. And that's a foul throw. That's a foul throw, and it's back to the drawing board, I'm afraid.
The athlete from
It's all going to come down to this, the delivery. Well, that attempt's going to count for nothing, I'm afraid to say. It's a foul.
with a distance of 61.
Sweden takes silver. Well, that really was a terrific competition in the discus. Really some great... Welcome to the Aquatic Centre, a state-of-the-art building made specifically for these games. These 8 athletes are so close in ability. The 25-metre mark approaches. Quarter of the way through this race and the early leaders emerge. Not got the rhythm, but maybe that will change with the push at halfway. Well, not quite the timing on the kick that was required, but still just about hanging on. Slovakia are in first place. Ukraine, second place. In third, it's Portugal. Who's going to touch him first? Slovakia qualify in first place. Second place, and the Ukraine will move on. Third place goes to South Africa as they proceed. Eighth place finish for Spain. These... Welcome to the qualifying rounds of the women's 3-metre springboard. An opportunity to make it through to the final on the line. Must put in a good performance here. Well, that's a good takeoff from the platform. Great entry into the water. I think she'll be pleased with that. That's a decent dive. Well, this is the moment where the divers have a chance to take destiny back into their own hands. It's a real key to pick a tough dive, but one that certainly is achievable. Good performance, that. Here's the replay. That's certainly a respectable dive, and the scores should reflect that. Well, this is going to be quite tough. A third round to forget for this competitor, nowhere near their best. He doesn't like it. Well, let's have a look why. This is the replay. Well, this is dive number 4 in this set. And the key is to keep consistent and achieving what you set out to. Well, that was okay from Spain. All right. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives. And this athlete really had to execute on this. Well, the final dive of the competition must make it count here. Crowd responding to that. The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. This is confirmed then, the leaderboard. First place for Spain then, and good. Event is the final of the women's 3-metre springboard. Execution and attention to detail will be what brings home the medals. Good takeoff that, and that's a great entry into the water. Simply brilliant, looks so good second time round, and the judges will have enjoyed that. Well, not bad, not bad. Here's the replay. And you could just see the tiny little errors. Well, now it comes down to picking those more difficult dives as this competition goes on. It's a really good dive, that, and quite rightly happy with it. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. So far, this diver has put on a show, but are they willing to go that extra mile with this next attempt? Well, that's good. That's very good. You can't expect anything else, though. No doubt there are a few nerves as the scores start to come in. Well, this diver doesn't need the points like some of the others in this field, so this dive is all about being able to execute. Well, that's excellent. A grade A performance. Well, let's have another look at that performance. Good technique. Absolutely rock-solid technique. One last look confirms success for Spain. Spain win the gold medal. The performance deserving of a gold medal, and now the ceremony to celebrate the achievements of this athlete. What a performance it was. Welcome along then to the North Greenwich Arena. This is a beautiful venue and will host a number of different events at these games. Every Olympics has a superstar, and there's every chance that this athlete could be the face of London 2012.
Real edge of the seat stuff. This really could be a fantastic routine if they get it right. Landing on your front, that's not how the trick was meant to end. Oh, this gymnast landing on their front there really needs to learn how to land on their feet. Well, he really needs to get the tricks in now. Oh, face planting into the ground. I don't think that's going to score well with the judges. Very impressive height on the bed now, but needs to get into the routine. Oh, on your front, he really needs to pick it up now. Well, bouncing nicely here, but really needs to get into the routine now. Oh, that is precision right there. Well, if he's going to get some points on the board now, we need to see more tricks from him. Oh, he finishes the trick landing on his back. Bouncing up and down, just not good enough. It's the tricks that'll get in the points. Oh, bouncing onto your back there, that's not good. Oh, so let's indulge and have another look at this. Here's the replay. Such a...
The Olympic Stadium, one of the most ecologically sound structures.
On your mark, set.
Well, let's have a look at the lineup. Silence.
Set.
And they're off, they're underway. Bulldoze that. Well, moving quite nicely here. Driving through the halfway point. Poland are in first. It's now down to the line. What a finish! Poland qualify in first place. Finishing second, it's France. And China take third. That sees them qualify. Seventh place goes to Spain. Let's take another look at the final stage. Plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway. This is the first round where the nerves may just be hanging the most. Just was too slow. Got to improve on speed on the runway to jump anywhere near the leaders. Here we go again then. Well, the problem with that jump was the trajectory into the stand. It wasn't good. Here we go then, attempt number 3. Well, he struggled to get up to speed on the runway and really lost momentum. Great speed on the runway. Can he follow it up with good technique? Well, the timing of a jump is crucial, and measuring that run is just as crucial. You have to hit the board to get the maximum out of a jump. Round number 5. Well, he never really had any momentum in this jump because he didn't have any speed on the runway. Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. It's always a great feat to be able to complete a personal best, and I've got to say, that was very, very impressive. It's a terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Just over 700 meters to go. The pacer leaves, and now it's down to the athletes to create their own speed. Gradually winding things up as this event goes on. Spain are in pole position to win here. China in second place and looking good here. Under 500 meters to go. A terrific performance here. Charging hard here, sprinting down the back straight. Now looking to make it count down the back straight. First place for Spain, China in second. Under 100 meters to go. First place for Spain, who make it through to the final. China go through in second place. Well, this is a good performance. Everything you've got to like about it. Welcome to the Olympic Velodrome. This is the home of the cycling events at the 2012 Games, and really is a cracking venue. 6,000 seats that sweep all the way around the track, bringing a wall of noise to the competitors. The thoughts are this is going to be the fastest track in the world, with overhead conditions as well as track conditions all made perfectly to get quick times. They're going to hear the bell for the final lap in a moment. Well, the eyes of the world watch down as this final lap decides Olympic history. Out in front, Spain. In second is China. Still moving well, off the seat and starting to sprint as we go into the final bend. Spain are the new Olympic champions, a gold medal performance. It's silver for China, and Germany take bronze. Well, that's a good performance, there's no denying that as we take another look at the replay. Fully deserving of the gold medal, this is the moment where finally the athlete is crowned the new Olympic. This is the Aquatic Centre, and this is the first event of the day. Well, I'm sure there are plenty of butterflies. This is this athlete's first time at the Olympic Games. No, that's a false start. Well, this is a moment where the athletes must forget about what's just happened and have conquered the nerves. They're in the water and underway. Early leaders starting to establish themselves at 25 metres. The early glimpses of the leaders as now they emerge from the water. This athlete needs to pick up the pace. The kick's weak. Canada are in first place. Great Britain in second place. Kenya are in third place. Now it's getting exciting. Canada qualifying first. Into the final in second place is Great Britain. Bottom of the class, I'm afraid to say, Spain finishing 8th. Well, welcome to the ExCeL London, an existing exhibition and conference venue in London's Docklands. Its 5 arenas will host a range of sports throughout the games. Well, there's no doubt that this weight will start to test him. Really has to focus on this. Drives through his legs. Now are his arms strong enough to keep this up? Oh yes, he's gonna do it. He does it. Always good to get on the leaderboard in the first round. Well, after a successful first attempt, how much more weight is he willing to put on the bar in round 2? Has to get it above his head. First phase, very good. That's a foul. It's a good round for Spain, who are in first place. This is the final attempt, and this athlete has been outstanding so far. The question is, though, can they go one better? Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. Needs to keep the mind focused here. Got to build up this power. Well, obviously the nerves are at an absolute premium here. Let's have one final look then. The bar bending under the... is the XL London. It's time now for one of these athletes to stand up and show their quality in the final session of the day.
170.0 kilograms.
Looks fairly composed here. Technique's good so far. Making it look easy. Slams it down. That was a good lift. Spain are in 8th place at the end of the first round, and the scoreboard shows their bottom.
The bar has been set at 202.0 kilograms.
Well, that'll keep him in touch with the medalists here. That's the end of the round, and the scoreboard shows Spain have a tiny, tiny lead at this stage of the competition.
The bar has been set at 206.0 kilograms.
Well, that's not a good attempt. In fact, it's a foul. A strong and solid performance rewarded with silver. Let's take a look at the replay. Good view of the technique. Every muscle in his body straining to keep that weight above his head. Let's see who's won the medals then. Currently used as an exhibition and conference centre, the XL London will prove to be one of the most versatile venues at the whole of the Games.
0.
Oh, he really is starting to play to the crowd now, and they are responding. What a fantastic point one.
Germany to serve. 1-1.
Well, his opponent was just simply too good for him there, and he'll lose the point. Setting the court alive with their play. Absolutely deserved that point.
2-2.
Sends the ball back with side spin. Slows the rally down with a side spin. What an incredible rally. The crowd are really loving this. Good, solid play to take the point there. Can he build on it now? Well, he's leading now, but it really is only by a small margin. It's still all to play for.
4.
They're really showing great play there and quite rightly take the point.
5.
Well, he won't be complaining, will he? He's doing really well out there, developing into a nice lengthy lead.
To serve. 6-2.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Both players determined to keep that ball in play. Where on earth is the point going to come from in this rally? Great pressure from the other side of the table. He just wasn't up to scratch there.
6-3.
Looking to force the errors. Momentum very much with Spain after that first game. They take the lead 1-0 as we head on into the second.
1-0. to serve. 0-2.
Absolutely fantastic play on court today. The crowd are on their feet with that point one. He wins the point with that straight down the line. Really great play.
2-2.
Oh, his opponent really has lifted the level of play there. He's just not good enough. Well, forces his opponent's error there. He quite rightly takes the point for that.
3-3.
The crowd go wild and they respond. What a point one.
3.
Well, confidence is clearly starting to grow, and it's another point one for him. Can he start to really build a significant lead now? Oh, he's just starting to frustrate his opponent that little bit more. He takes the point and he's building in confidence. So that's the end of the game, and of course it's the end of the match. And he takes the victory. 2 games to...
The sprinters are on the blocks here at the Aquatic Centre. The next event is the 100 metres freestyle. 8 athletes, 2 lengths of the pool, all gunning for success. At the quarter point, they emerge from the water and the early leaders show their heads. Quarter of the way through this event and already the early leaders start to take hold. Closing in on the 50-metre mark, and there's still plenty of work to do. China are in first place, Brazil in second, Great Britain third. The athletes must stay focused as we have only quarter of the race to go. The last few metres. China qualifying first, Greece move on in second, and qualifying in third place it's Brazil. Spain finishing 5th. The only thing you can say about that performance this is the Excel London, and this is the final session of the day. Excellence is exactly what these athletes are aiming for.
0-0.
He did really well there to force his opponent's error. He'll take the point with that. Well, he really won't be happy with that. He loses the point there with that play.
1-1.
Oh, he's got to be pleased with that. The point's his.
1-2.
Rally starting to build. An amazing side spin shot.
Spain to serve. 3-1.
Good work for the point. Good use of the table.
4-1.
Well, you really can see confidence starting to build now. After another point added to the table, it's a big lead. Oh, agonising for him. Just missed out on the point there. So the rally really starting to take shape. Well, that's another point on the board, and it's developing into a good lead here for him.
Spain to serve. 6-2.
Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. Both players really matching each other now with this rally. Well, he needs to dig deep and focus here. Here we go with the second game now. This rally really starting to take shape now. The forehand lets him down there. Oh, he just couldn't handle it there. He didn't have the answers.
1-0.
Rally starting to build. Well, he was simply just not good enough there, and he's going to lose the point on that one.
0-2.
Well, some great technique on display, and the point is quite rightly his after that. Well, he's really got the crowd on side now. He wins that point. Can he keep it going?
2.
This rally really starting to take shape now. Certainly not troubling his opponent with that backhand. Oh, that mistake could cost him. It could cost him big.
2.
Well, he's starting to trail after losing that point, but it's not all lost at this point.
4.
Great work to take the point. Now what can they do from here?
3, 4.
Oh, he wanted that, didn't he? He'll be pleased with the point.
China to serve. 4, 4. 5, 4.
Has he got more of that in the locker? Great play from him to win the point.
5, 5.
The crowd have gone wild. What a way to win the point with a smash.
Match point. 6, 5.
Wow, his opponent knocks it straight down the line back at him, and he just couldn't return it.
6, 6.
He seemed a long way out of position there. There was just no way he was going to return it.
Point. Spain to serve. 7, 7. China to serve. 7, 7.
Oh, well, the questions are coming hard and fast across the net at him. He just doesn't seem to have the answers.
Spain to serve. 7, 8.
Playing so well there and quite rightly take the point as a result.
To serve. 8, 8.
Rally starting to build. Over the net with a forehand. Neither player prepared to give an inch on this rally. Moving the ball with plenty of side spin there. Playing on the backhand. He just couldn't handle it there. He needs to really focus more now.
Point. Spain to serve. 8, 9.
Rally starting to build. Well, nail-biting stuff now. At the end of game 2, it's even Stevens, 1-1. Piling the pressure on, they take the point. Where can they go from here? So the rally really starting to take shape. Good movement for the backhand. Awesome defence from both players with this rally. Absolutely no love lost with the side spin shot. Absolutely smashed it, and he wins the point with that.
Spain to serve. 2, 0.
Oh, his opponent forced the error. He just wasn't good enough there. Well, we're all witnessing a fantastic game out there, but he takes the point, and quite rightly. Oh, after that mistake, he really does look to the team bench for some answers. Well, it's another point won for him, but the lead isn't that significant. It's still all to play for. Well, after all of that, they get the point. Look what it means to them.
5, 2.
Well, he really is starting to dominate the match now. Another point won as he extends his lead.
China to serve. 2, 6.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Oh, he loses the point. He just simply wasn't good enough there.
Match point. 3, 6.
Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. Well, thanks so much for joining us here at the Table Tennis. That's all we have time for now, unfortunately. Back over to you, Seth Bennett.
This is the medal tally. That's it from... has changed over the years with the redesign of the javelin. Well, here we go then on the runway. We'll look to launch this one. The crowd appreciates it, but I think he knows he can throw further. Well, that's the end of the round, and this is the reality of the situation. A magnificent performance and a huge, huge lead. That's pretty good. Stirring stuff as that round comes to a close, and the scoreboard tells it all. A huge lead in this one. I think he'll be quite happy with that throw. Well, that's the end of the round, and Spain continue to sparkle here. A very impressive performance, and their lead is fairly considerable now. Well, that last throw from Spain was just about middle of the road. It's neither here nor there. This is round number 5 then. Well, that's a good angle of release, and this should be a good throw. It is. That's a very good throw. Well, that's good technique, a good throw as well. Sprinting towards the line. Well, I think he's quite happy with that performance. Well, this athlete's delighted. Qualifying for the final was always going to be tough, but they've done it. Welcome to the London 2012 Aquatic Centre here in Stratford. This is the gateway to the Olympic Park, built specifically for these games. And away they go. Lengthening that stroke as well. Powerful swimmer. Brazil lead here. Denmark are second. France in third place. Needs everything here. Brazil will go through in first place. France in second. Third place qualification for Spain. Well, that was fairly impressive. Welcome back to the Olympic Stadium then for the men's javelin. First round, I'm sure the nerves will really be fluttering around these competitors. That's good. That's really good. This is excellent. Did everything he needed to do and more with that performance. Second attempt. Can he beat his previous best? Well, that's not bad at all. Another good round for Spain, and they sit in first place. Well, the third attempt about to commence. Well, that's a massive, massive throw and could be very close to an Olympic record. Well, this is the fourth round when the athletes are fully warmed up, the nerves have gone. You expect the better throws here.
Foul.
Well, that's going to be a foul, I'm afraid to say. You overstep the line, you get a red flag. Fifth attempt now. That's an impressive throw to land over 80 metres. It's a good round for Spain, who are in first place. Well, not bad. A really good performance. World class, Olympic class. It's gold. Well, it's time now to crown the Olympic champion. The flags fly high, as now we'll pause for a moment to Well, there's so much at stake here, and only a tiny amount of time for these athletes to show exactly what they can do. The pressure is on for every single stroke. Look to the middle lanes for the fastest swimmers. He's into his stroke and now moving through the field. In first place, France. Second place, Great Britain. In third place, Turkey. Now reaching as they enter the final five. France take gold, a new Olympic champion. Here's the replay, and there is little to worry about here for this athlete. A really good performance. Everything from the breathing pattern to the stroking pattern, all very, very good, and that is why they finished where they did. Let's take a quick check on the overall medal tally. That's the end of the day's proceedings, but still plenty of the qualifying rounds. Well, this event's wide open. Russia have tasted good success. They will face competition, though, from Algeria, Cuba, Poland and Great Britain. That's a foul attempt. That's not legal, I'm afraid. You'll have to have another go in the next round. Well, that attempt's going to count for nothing, I'm afraid to say. It's a foul. Final attempt at this height. Diving under the bar only gets you onto the outtakes of this Olympic Games.
The height of 2.1.
One first then, the qualifying rounds of the men's event. Well, this really is the calm before the storm. In the starting pools, waiting to get underway. The butterflies no doubt fluttering in the tummies. The next section is Piccadilly Circus. Here comes a good test, an upstream gate. Can't allow momentum to stop on the way into Ben Nevis. Well, it took an awful lot of hard work and effort, but eventually got through that gate. Through that gate, no problems at all. Things progressing well at the first time check. Passes through that gate with no problems at all. Well, this one's upstream and needs to try and stay dry. Well, another gate missed, and you've got to wonder what's going on. Well, great time that, through two sections, must improve. Through yet another gate, battling hard through the oval. Needs to keep on top of the white water through this upstream gate. Did well to get through that gate. Well, this run is going to be one of the slowest of the day, mainly because of the number of penalties that have been incurred. Well, that's poor. Into the final section and very little to shout about. One final drop. It's Big Ben. Sails through another gate. Oh dear, well, missed that gate completely. And that's going to cost dearly on the scoreboard.
United States.
Can't quite believe it. At the Olympic Games and just not able to do what he wants. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks, over 200 years old, and this venue has been brought to life for these games. Here we go then with round one of the 25-metre rapid-fire pistol. Seemed to rush a little bit there. That was only what can be described as an average round. Round two then.
Attention. Stop.
Well, he was a long way off target there, I've got to be honest. Next up, round three.
Attention.
6 seconds. Not coming close enough to hitting the centre of the target in that round. Needs to improve on that. Round four, now the pressure's on. Needs to remain calm.
Stop.
I think that exposed a slight flaw in his technique. Round five.
Attention.
This is a biggie. Needs to remain accurate here.
Stop.
Middle of the road stuff in round number five. Nowhere near his best. That was an average performance. Here we are in the sixth round. 5 targets, 4 seconds. Can't make a mistake here in the final round.
Stop.
Well, he doesn't like that. And understandably, he'll be disappointed. Well, Hello and welcome along to the Royal Artillery Barracks. The next event are the qualifying rounds of the women's skeet. Well, the target moving away there, and that's a miss. Up next, the double. Well, that's all right, that's not bad. Certainly will put this athlete in the mix. Bit previous with that shot. Looking for the double here. Well, that was an average performance. Well, I think that was closer to the financial district than it was the target. What can she do on this double? Locked in here. Well, this athlete had to improve their level of performance, and that's exactly what they've done. Now they must remain on this level for the rest of this competition. Always difficult with the target constantly moving away. Station number 4 is the midway point, and this is where this competition can completely turn around. Misses with the first shot. Let's hope that doesn't set the tone. Let's have a look on the double. Looking for the double on station 4. Well, that's not bad, but it's not great either. Missed by some distance there. Looking for the double. Lower house first. This is station 5. That last round could really throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Having been a contender, all of a sudden to throw that in, that really does throw this one wide open. Hits it. Now for the double, lower house first. Well, that's all right. Certainly something for this athlete to work on.
Representing Spain.
Well, the pressure is telling drastically on this shooter.
Next. Yeah, from Spain.
Well, she draws a blank there. This is the last station. Well, I'm afraid to say that's a poor round. Well, Spain move on. Hello and welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks. The next event is a good one. Great conditions as well to be shooting in. It's the women's skeet. Explosion! This is the double. Well, that was very, very average performance.
Yeah, from Spain.
Great shot! Two more targets still to hit. Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly.
Vector representing Spain.
Well, the crowd quite rightly don't understand where that last shot was aiming. Station 3 at the double. Well, that wasn't the best, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah,
Barely a ripple of applause from the crowd. It's a bit disappointing that to miss on the single from the high house. This is station number 4. Collects that one right out of the lower house. Now for the double. Well, hits the low house there. We're looking for the double on station 4. Well, that's a good performance. We've reached the midway point and Spain are in 5th place. Chalk that one up as a miss. This is the double. There's no better description to this performance other than hit and miss stuff. Picked off the low house well. Now for the double. Well, that's brilliant. Good execution. Well, things going well here so far. Still just about in touch with the leaders. After that round, it's 4th place. I'm not sure whether the wind's playing a big part in this, but these conditions look better than the point scoring's showing. Seemed a bit slow in moving the gun there. This is the final station, number 8. Whichever way you want to look at it, this athlete can certainly do better than that. And taking home the bronze medal, 3rd place, South Africa.
For the moment, the flame continues to burn.